Dakota, this is the first appearance of Madam Web in Marvel Comics. I ordered this just to bring it today.
Wow.
Have you had a chance to actually physically hold this and flip the pages?
I actually have, but this one looks like a first edition, is it?
Yeah, it is a low grade. It was the best I was able to find on like a reasonable price.
Whoa.
And that sleeve is in there on the actual first page where your character shows up.
Yeah.
So when you hear about the role, do you turn to the comic? Do you what is it like to see it? It's this many years ago this was published, and now you get to bring it to life. Nobody's ever done that before.
Yeah. Very cool. I like that she's so sassy and spicy in all the comics.
Yeah. She's got some sauce going on.
She's
for sure.
very saucy.
I love to hear about it because you're looking at that right now. That's a full costume that she is wearing, and that means that, in this movie, you got to wear the first ever version of that in live action. And I love that this movie did practical suits. That's so rare in these movies now. When you first saw yourself in that costume, how did that feel? Did it help you get into character more?
It was really cool. It was just such a cool feeling to wear a suit that was made for her and for, specific to my body, and it was really exciting.
Yeah, that's really cool. And one thing about your character, this isn't the typical superhero action sequences where it's just fighting and punching each other and all that stuff. Your character has to be very creative throughout the movie with how she fights people off. I mean, using electricity, using vehicles, everything like that. What was your favorite thing to kind of explore in that regard when you were having to bring action to a superhero movie in a completely different way than we've seen before?
Well, that was actually really fun for me because, I feel like typically you see a superhero that's their physicality is the thing that makes them recognizable, but with Madam Web, it's her mind. And, her fighting is scrappy. She's a human. She's just a human fighting, and because she grew up in the foster system, I wanted her to be really kind of primal and scrappy and tough and, grab bottles and knives and whatever is around to defend herself with. So it felt really wild and natural to her.
Yeah, that's cool. And so obviously with these Marvel characters, I'm sure when they start talking to you about the role, they lay out everywhere it might go, how long it could go on for. When you first came on, and the movie kind of does leave it open to say hey, we could do some stuff with this in the future. Do you start to fantasize a bit oh, there's other characters we could cross over with, there's this we could do? And where does that go for you as the actor?
It would be so fun to do more. I don't know what will happen, but
of course,
it would be really exciting.
So in the multiverse of spider characters, are there any characters that you particularly think would be fun to ever share a set with, or actors who have played those characters as a result?
I admire so many of the actors that play superheroes, but obviously it would be cool to work with Spider-Man, and but it's it's not the Spider-Verse, so it's her world, and I don't know what kind of crossover there will be.